What's up? What's up? What's good? What's up, John?
Hey Scott.
What's up?
Oh
Yo,
boy.
that was hard to watch, man.
You got the tequila shots? You got the tequila shots?
I was thinking about pulling my bottle out from under the bed. Yeah.
Well, Jordy got a head start tonight, so he's already got 10 under the table.
Yo, he sounded depressed when he had that press conference.
Oh my God, Jordy Fernandez, man! Listen, I knew he was drinking something tonight. When you put Tyrese Martin, a seventh man journeyman, in your starting lineup over Seraph, over Cam, over everybody in this team that could play that role, you gave it to a guy who's likely not going to be an impactful role piece or a star player whatsoever on your team because you want to reward him for what he does behind the scenes. And tonight he gave you 0 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists or something like that. Like he gave you nothing on the offensive end.
I'm
And
gonna
then
pull
everybody
up the
else
box
tonight,
score. Yeah.
yeah. And then everybody else tonight was just going through the motions. I was just on a Spaces page, Scott. A lot of people were calling out Cam Thomas, taking him to task, saying, "Yeah, he got 29 points for most of the night. Looked dejected on offense. What was his attempts? He took nine. He took 19 attempts, field goal attempts. He only made 9 of them. So he was
Yeah.
definitely just letting the ball fly tonight. Not really working on assists. Not really finding any of his teammates. MPJ was just as
Everybody played bad. Everybody.
yeah,
It
FPJ
wasn't.
7 from 23, 7 out of 23, 1 out of 12 from 3 point, which is MPJ's bread and butter. Like just a lot of missed attempts tonight, and then Noah Clowney was such a disappointment tonight. Again, 0 points, 0 block shots. He couldn't dribble tonight, Scott. I literally saw Kelly Oubre steal the ball
Stripping
from
from
him
beyond.
dribbling it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. It was just the fundamentals were lacking tonight. And then Drake Powell, who I was so happy finally got minutes, has another
He
play
get
to the
hurt.
rim
He
where
get hurt with nobody touching him.
he twisted his ankle again, right ankle sprain out of the game. The one athletic guy
Oh
we have can't stay healthy. Only
man.
Brooklyn this happens to. The one guy we want to see play, he can't play, and now he's likely to be out a few more games with the sprain issue. So just a lot of negatives tonight. I thought Zaire for the first half was giving you a lot of energy. He was making some shots, but then he kind of regressed towards the second half. Claxton was your best guy tonight, but you know when you run an offense through Claxton, doesn't lead to sustainable success, but he had 17, 7, and 5 tonight. He was dunking a lot. The point guards were finding him here and there, but still disjointed. Nobody is in lockstep. And I heard also that Jordy was bringing up not losing the locker room tonight as something that he has to keep everybody together. But you're keeping your rookies in the background. You're pushing guys who aren't rewarding the faith you're giving them, and you're just headbutting yourself against the wall, hoping for something different. But you got to play your rookies. You can't just put a Tyrese Martin over them because what he does behind the scenes or a 30-point game he had a year ago. Like these rookies aren't learning. Noah Clowney isn't developing. And you hear what he said tonight about Cam Thomas, Scott, before the game began? He said Cam is a great defender. Since when? Like, what is Jordy doing? Is he drinking? Like this guy's now saying some stuff about his players that aren't true. He likes what he's seeing from Noah Clowney tonight. 0, 0, 0, 0.
I don't know why
That's
he said.
good.
He said he
I
liked what
can't.
he saw from Noah Clowney.
He said the last game tonight he had zero
Oh,
block shots. I think he only had what was it, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Like that's all he was giving us tonight. 5 rebounds, 2 assists. That's all he gave you tonight, and he was only a -6, which is shocking to me because he gave you no defense tonight. Like when there's no development going on right now. But for Jordy to bring up the locker room already, it's like Jordy, you're doing this to yourself. You want to win so badly. You've already alienated 4 to 5 of your rookies. You tell me Jaeger Dioma is the only guy that's going to get playing time the whole rest of this year? Then why draft 5 people? Why draft 3 point guards? Scott, this is what we talked about with not
yeah,
drafting balanced pieces. If you draft the same players that play at the same position and you have to go to Tyrese Martin as your last resort in game 6, there must have been a
yeah.
huge problem with who we drafted, or Jordy just doesn't care about development. There's some liars going on right now in this team, and we're
I
trying to weed them out right now.
I honestly think that Sean and them want to tank the season anyway, so it didn't matter. It didn't matter to them. It didn't matter to them. They wanted to tank the season to get a high draft pick.
Yeah, but that's just one guy. Even if you get the guy next year, Scott, and I
I
think
know.
any
I know. It's
any
just
one that we
one
get could
player.
be great, could be franchise worthy, but one guy will not get us out of this deep 50-foot hole we're in right now. No matter how great they are, it's going to take a core to do it. And right now, this young core is not even getting substantial burn. And Cam Thomas and some of these other vets' values are just sinking, sinking, and sinking. If this is where we're going to be at around December, what are we going to get back realistically? More seconds? And these
Yeah,
rookies still not going to
that's
play?
the problem of tanking. That's the problem with tanking is that it lowers the players that you have, and
Mm-hmm.
it also it destroys the locker room,
In game six.
and
Like,
it
it's
just
insane.
and it hurts the young guys. I mean, they ain't they get like, oh shit, this the NBA. You know what I'm saying? This is what we got to do.
Again, we knew they had physical limitations. That's going to take time and process to
See, they
develop.
shouldn't have drafted them if they wasn't.
Hey,
Uh, you
Scott, you're
know,
preaching to the choir here, Scott. Again,
they
I had
shouldn't have
question
drafted
marks
them
on a
if they
lot of these
feel
selections.
otherwise. If they feel like they wasn't capable, and there was players that was drafted around them that are getting playing time on other teams right
Did you see
now.
what Edgecombe did tonight on a trampoline, man? This guy was just
Yeah,
jumping up and down the court. None of our guys could do that. Even that
yeah,
great dish that Jaeger gave to Cam for I don't want to call it a full dunk, but I guess he had both hands going in the hoop. But nobody could do it what Edgecombe was doing tonight. Ridiculous consequences of not doing it right last year. You get to go against the guys you miss out
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Consequences. But tonight, to not even give your youngsters a chance, this is where Jordy is failing right now before our very eyes. I get he thought he was on Mount Olympus thinking he could be the first coach ever to come to a bad team and turn it into magic gold. It doesn't happen like that. You can't just turn anybody into anything great. These vets on this team, their ceilings are there. They're not going to go 10, 15 bars higher than what they are. But Jordy's saying, oh, I can't teach these guys how to care. I can't teach my players. Jordy, you could teach them how to share the minutes with each other. You could teach them how to talk to each other for better communication. But Jordy, I just think Jordy's just not dealing with the fact that he's been humbled. This is a humbling moment for him. This guy was winning, national medals a year or two ago. He was with the Kings, having something good there. Now he's on a team, a destination he's not used to, which is not winning. We get it. We've all had those pitfalls in our life. But you can
yeah,
control who you put on that court. And right now, he's in denial of development. How can you this guy keep preaching it if he's not practicing it?
yeah. Galo said I think Jordy was just trying to at least get a win, which is true.
Yikes.
Yeah,
This
he
roster,
was.
man,
That's
come
what
on.
I think he's trying to hold the locker room together. Jordy is not falling. What did it say right there? Jordy is not failing. Chill. It's early with tons of new guys. Yeah, that's true. I'm a chill. It just hurts. You just want to see the team do well. That's all.
You want to see those little moments where
Yeah,
it's more than
I
just
get it
hope.
though.
It's
I
you're
get what
actually
you're
seeing
saying,
it.
man. I
But
get
but
what you're
playing the
saying.
seventh man Martin over these young guys, I don't think it set the example that Jordy was thinking to set. Listen, I give it to Tyrese. He can dribble the ball. He could throw out a pass here or there. He could score a little bit, but you saw the results for what they are tonight. Like I just feel like Jordy's not caring enough about his rookies, and their confidence is going in the crapper because of it. But these vets ain't doing better than what they are right now. We saw everything tonight with how flawed this team is. But Jordy
Yeah,
just wants to live in denial right now. I just he has to make these decisions to change course here a little bit, mix it
yeah.
up. Because this ain't
What's up,
working.
Iceman?
Hey, guys.
What's up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I
we
know
Yeah,
my
hear
we
you.
can
internet
hear
choppy
you.
right now.
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
All
You good right
right.
now. You good.
Now
You good.
I don't agree with John,
Wow, what's
right?
what's that?
Because I be preaching about development, right? The thing
Yeah,
about development is you gotta accept all development, no matter what age. Development is development, and Jordy sees the problem. I think the Nets fans don't understand. I think they do understand, but they don't see what he's trying to accomplish with his team. It's
right.
not our team, it's his team. He has a job to
Yeah,
do. So
yeah.
if he see that Saraf is not playing right, you know what I'm
You gonna
saying?
bench him, right?
And he used Tyrese Martin as an example of what to go in there and do. So
Yeah.
he can see it
Nasty.
on the bench and analyze. Okay, I
Right,
see
right, right,
Tyrese do
right,
this. I see
right.
Tyrese
That's nasty.
running
Yeah, I
like
get
this.
what you're saying,
You know what I'm
Iceman.
saying? So
I
I
get it.
think I think he can use veterans as an example. Like I said, the team runs better when the young dudes are not in. Of course, they're gonna take their bumps and lumps, But how are you trying to show them? Do you like Pod and John just let them go out there and play? Why do that when you got examples in front of you? You know what I'm saying? You got Tyrese, you got Terrence Mann. Those are the guys that's been in the league. They know what to do. They understand a little bit more. So I think letting them play and then give them something to watch other than film, watch real life do it in front of them. It's like oh, okay, I see how he did that this time. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
see
yeah,
how
yeah.
Tyrese is running down and pushing the ball up. He's not keeping the ball to himself. He's moving the ball ahead. I
Right,
think that's
right.
what,
That's
you know what I'm
fair.
saying?
That's
That's
fair.
just my thinking. I'm not sure if that's what he tried to do.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I
think
think.
so. I think so.
I'm not going to say Ice is fully wrong because watching how they play, it gives you a sense of how you can incorporate into your own style. I understand that. I just think those guys' examples, their ceilings can only be so far, and these rookies, we don't know their ideal ceilings. So it's like I have to base off what this guy's doing when I kind of know what his ceiling is. That's where I feel like Jordy's missing the plot a little bit. Like Ice, you're not wrong fully in what you're saying, but at the same time, Martin is who he is. Man is who he is. Like these young guys, just watching them play, their skill sets could be different if they get the actual time, but you can only do so much as watching and seeing them underperform as well. Like there's a lot that goes into that, and I don't know if it's fully good or fully bad, but it's definitely not great for them though. On a big note, on a whole note, it's definitely
Yeah,
not
right.
great.
I like
Nah,
Val was saying,
it's
it's early. It's early. The season early, they're
yeah,
gonna get
nah,
playing
it's
time.
good. It, there is no bad in 5 games.
No, no, no,
There is no
no.
bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
they play they don't play up to par.
Right,
And
right,
imagine being a coach, right? And you knowing that you have a team so far that comes back in games and you do have a chance to win even though you got rookies,
right,
right? And then the fans thought process is just lose the game, but that's not how you see it as a coach on the sideline. You saying we have a chance to win. If we
right,
got a chance to win, then I'm gonna win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like we
right,
is
right,
0 and
right.
5, so why not try to win the game? So I think you know what I'm saying. Not saying there's a balance, but to be put your in Jordy's shoes, you're
Yeah,
trying to win no matter what. If the rookies help you that game, they help you. If Terrence Mann and Martin help you, they help you. And and,
right,
and like I said, Martin's older, but again, if you don't see development with Jordy with Martin, you can't see it with nobody else. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
It don't
right,
No,
matter the age. If he's getting Terrence Mann to play a certain way, and fans is like, okay, Terrence Mann is balling. Okay, Tyrese come off the bench and he doing what he do. That's because of Jordy. That's because of his development with these players. Now, like again, it's a visual. I had Tyrese out of the G. Tyrese is still in the league with me right now. I helped Tyrese do this. You know what I'm saying? Now I
right,
got Terrence Mann. I'm like, Terrence Mann do this. I got Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas passing the ball. I'm helping Cam Thomas do this. This is the Cam Thomas we need. People are forgetting that Cam started, but Jordy is on Cam to be that player. You know what I'm saying?
speak,
So that's
speak,
development. So
speak it.
you knocking everything else and just saying rookies, then you don't want development.
Speaking
right.
of Cam Thomas,
Exactly.
I was just on a Spaces page, Ice, with DJ and Duke and some other guys. Some of them are Cam Thomas guys, but they saw a lot of bad with Cam tonight. The one assist wasn't helpful. It seemed like he was ejected at times. He did have 29 points, but for most of that game, he was lagging. I mean, it's kind of just like from what I've seen, you've heard me say this multiple times, it seems very hard to incorporate Cam into a positionless team where he only can really score and he can play make, but defensively still not there. He's not passing the ball a lot of games. Like some games he is, but some other games he just doesn't want to when he doesn't get the calls he's getting. Like after tonight's game, just is do you just kind of already know the writings on the wall with Cam at the end of the day? Like no matter how hard he does try, sometimes he's not fully bought into positionless basketball because he can't do it.
I think what happened was when in the first quarter the game was close.
Mm-hmm.
It was close. Cam had about 7 points early.
He had a good start, but he
Right.
just it
And
died
then when
away
the
for
second
two
unit
quarters.
came in there, we lost it. We
Mm-hmm.
lost it. We lost the game. The second unit when he sat down, him and Michael Porter Jr., which he was off all night. So it was just, it was just a lost game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
you
sometimes you have
so
games like that where you just
It,
everybody
it
is
just don't
off.
seem like Cam fits in that system. Like he does try sometimes. I'm not going to lie on that, but other times it just when he don't get the calls he wants, Jordy's system on the defensive end Cam isn't responding like with the energy level. I think a lot of people saw it tonight. And I heard some things from Cam fans like I didn't think I'd hear. Like they were just very disappointed in him. They expected a little more
I
in
thought
effort.
the
Like
whole team played.
Ice, what did
I
you
thought
see, Ice,
I thought the
from
whole
Cam
game
tonight?
was terrible. I thought everybody played pretty bad except Nick Claxton
Terrence Mann
and
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 Terrence
Terrence
Mann.
Mann. They were the hustlers. They were
Yeah, but
hustling out there.
Yeah.
Ice, what did you see from Cam tonight, Ice, that you might have liked or what you really didn't like
Um.
tonight?
Yeah. Nah. Cam and see, I think both Cam and MPJ are having struggle with the rhythm of the game. I don't
Right,
think it's
Mm-hmm.
necessarily
exactly.
him being out. I think it's a rhythm thing with both.
I
If
think
you
so too.
MPJ took his shots and off the beginning, he knew that he was off from the beginning of the game, and
Yes,
he
he
kept
did.
shooting, trying. He was upset.
That's why he got
Um,
so many rebounds
yeah,
because he figured I got to
yeah,
do
he was upset that
something.
he wasn't knocking the shots down, and he
Right,
knew he had an off game.
exactly,
So
exactly.
Cam is. I think even though Reese was playing point guard, even though Reese does a decent job, he's not a point guard, but he does a decent job at times. I think the point guard play messes them both up. If they don't get things rolling early, and MPJ or Cam is not hot, then the game just is not going to go their way. You know what I'm saying? You got to depend on like Claxton or Dayron or Clowney to get hot. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't catch a rhythm, and it seems like both of them get rhythms on off games. One is the MPJ hot, Cam get on, MPJ off. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I think what's hurting
I,
the team is
I think it's point
what
guard
what
play
he
that helps
is the
them
guard.
or
It's
pace
definitely
into
the
the
point
game.
guard play.
We have a lack of physicality and a lack of athleticism. Those two main things are really hurting us. And then with Clowney tonight, Ice, I mean, the fundamentals tonight, the dribbling, he got the ball stolen from like Kelly Oubre. Two other
Yeah,
guys think stole the ball from like his dribbling side, which we thought looked impressive in that game in China. It's just fallen off. Like he's not even mastering the fundamentals right now. Like what can Jordy do or say that he hasn't said to Clowney? Like he's lying about him right now. Like what can Jordy really say to Clowney just to get him to use his body to his advantage, physicality wise? Because we're not seeing it.
yeah,
Like, what does he got to do now, Ice? Because it seems like he's not even mastering the fundamentals at this point.
yeah.
Ice,
It
you
seemed
there?
like it. Is I still there? Well, either way, yeah, you got a
Yeah,
point
I'm here.
there.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still on. Yo, I'm still live on TikTok and I'm live on your show
Oh,
at the
You're
okay,
doing
same
all right.
time.
TikTok and the stream? Yo, Ice, double it, man. Double trouble tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Cam
hustling.
do
What was the
well.
question?
No,
Get let me
it
answer
was about
this. Galo was saying Cam needs to see the floor better, which is kind of true.
yeah, it was about Clowney, Ice. Like
Yeah.
the fundamentals tonight from him weren't good. He was getting dribbles stolen away from
Oh,
him. Just no physicality again. 0 and 0. Like he just gave you 5 rebounds and 2 assists tonight. That's all it was. Like what can he do
yeah,
differently
yeah.
at this
Nah.
point?
Yeah,
You said Clowney and Cam. Cam?
No, Clowney.
Clowney,
What can
Clowney.
Clowney do
Oh,
differently? Because
Clowney.
he's just not doing anything right now.
Clowney. See, Clowney. Oh man, Clowney needs spacing, right?
Hmm.
And they got to run stuff. So it's got to be a lot of ball movement for Clowney, so he can actually do what Yangor does: off the dribble, jab step, get downhill. And Clowney, like I said last time, Clowney needs to learn to get to his second and third move. He's still stuck on one move. If he doesn't get a clear lane and he gives you a shoulder bump, he's not trying to finish. He's trying to pass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he's not following up with practice and dribbling. He's not a great dribbler, so he needs a line drive type lane. A line drive type lane, then he's not doing well. He's not playing well.
When you can't dribble the ball, and we saw him
You
in
know,
that game in China, he was dribbling the ball in China. But to see what he's doing now, it's like, dude, they're not even playing defense on Klein. They're just taking the ball away from him. Like when you can't even have resistance like that, it just shows me either you don't care or you're overwhelmed. And Clowney can't be overwhelmed in a year 3 where you're 234 pounds. You're the strongest guy on the team, and you are not even being strong in that sense. Like he's just got to be show us some life right now, and he's not doing that. It's definitely shocking to see because a lot of us wanted him to do well. So to see him not do well, like it makes you wonder: is he developing, or is the coaching staff doing something wrong with him at this point?
Yeah, it's I don't think the coaching staff is doing. I that locker room. It's right now. It's they kind of upset that they're not winning games. I can feel it on the floor. You can actually see it. So the players are getting a little tight. I could
The
see
fact
that.
that Jordy had to bring up the locker room in Game 6, that's not a good sign. That means like
Yeah,
already
he
you have
mentioned
guys
it.
starting to get
Yeah,
upset. So,
yeah,
and I think Marks and Joe might have to make some moves even before December 15th, because you do not want these rookies to suffer. It should be about the rookies' development. If they have to suffer through this, not playing and hearing all this discourse in the locker room, that's an unhealthy environment for them. Like, we're
yeah,
trying to not go back to the past of the Katie Kyrie toxicity, but it's
yeah.
already starting with vets that aren't going to be here in 2 years already causing this. Like, that
Yeah,
ain't good.
I don't know if that, but they still need somebody to show them the ropes. You can't just come into the NBA and think you're gonna
Exactly.
get it.
So
You're not. You're gonna need a vet to show you. You're gonna need it. You're gonna
And
yeah.
that
need
guy,
it.
So
and that guy is
one of my
Tyrese.
ideas. No, no, no. It's not Reese, but it is. I use Reese as an example of a guy who understand the league, right? Guys know they only got 3 years in this league. You know what I'm saying, to do what they got to do. And I use Reese as an example because he came out of the G, and people don't
Right.
seem to respect it or analyze that. Even though he's 26 or 27, he is still in the NBA. We gave him a chance, and Jordy likes the guy because he works. If he works, that's an example of what he's older, he's on the team, but everybody's like, oh, we need to get him off. But on this development may not have came as fast, but he's still a decent player now, you know what I'm saying, and still maintaining in the NBA. But my example was somebody like for Trayor. I was thinking like if the Nets were hired on the coaching staff, somebody like John Wall, who has who had a quick first step, who was one of the fastest point guards in the league, knowing that you have Trayor on the bench, you know what I mean, and a guy who has the quickest first as fast, you know what I'm saying. Somebody on your coaching staff who, like John's talking, but someone who's relatable. You know what I'm saying? Someone who's
Yeah.
been there, done that, and is relatable to them. You know what I'm saying? As a point guard, that's what
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. That's fair.
It's just unfortunate that we have 3 quarters of this roster that might be out the door. But Drake Powell, man, he showed another great play of using his athletic speed to get to the rim easy, and then follows up with a twisted ankle sprain. It's crazy that the best athletic guy we drafted is the most injury prone at this point. Like, I feel bad for the kid; it shouldn't be happening to him, but we can't control injuries. But this is going to set him back, especially if it keeps happening. Like, only Brooklyn this happens to. I mean, Ice, what can we do with our rookies at this point if they're not going to stay healthy or if they're not going to get playing time? Like, it just seems like a crap show where it's just Yegor minus four other guys. Like, how can we change this development, which isn't fully on my side development? I can understand some of the vets showing them the ropes, but these rookies aren't exactly getting the development process that I think they envisioned for
I think
themselves.
they will. I think they will. It's a long season, man. It's a long season.
Well, we
It's
play
not.
Minnesota tomorrow. It'll be a nice time to get 3 of these rookies some playing time
It's
tomorrow.
it's a long season, and but it just doesn't feel well. And I know the players are not feeling well, which is kind of I'm hoping that somebody in that locker room, one of the players, step up and say, I've seen this before, because like Michael Porter Jr., got to remember he got a ring. So, like
Yeah,
I
but
was
he
saying,
has his own
exactly.
baggage
That's
though
why
too.
these long losing streaks are not good. Yeah, you need
No,
to get a win here and there, at least. That's true.
it will come eventually. Just the only thing is, if your rookies don't get the playing time, these vets, if they don't get their values up, it's almost going to be a detriment as opposed to being a building block for your rookies,
I
because
mean, I don't
these guys
think
aren't playing well. It
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
exactly
true.
help.
I mean, that's something that Sean got to worry about.
Oh yeah, Sean, the
Sean
master
needs to
trader, the
deal with
master
that. But
trader.
as far
Yeah.
as Jordy and the players, they Nets right now, so they're not looking at you can't really just be looking at, oh, I got to get my value up to stay in the league. I mean,
But that's what it just feels like they're
of
doing right
course,
now
you
on the
want to
court.
go and play. You just want to play well. If you play well, it's going to happen anyway.
So So what I was saying, John, earlier is what everybody didn't like about the G. As I said, Drake Powell gets in the game, do one thing, gets injured. There's a reason why he wasn't playing this whole time. You have to be careful with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You got to take your time with that. Like I said, watching that game, as soon as I see him get hurt, I'm like, see, this is why he should have went down to the G, see if he's able to play. But everybody, oh, we need to see Drake. We need to see Drake. And then what you see? You see him get injured. Again, trying to rush
Yeah.
these rookies because you have them out there doesn't mean they have to play right away. There's things to warm these kids up. There's another way to get them ready for the league. You know what I'm saying? There's no rush in it. Just because they're there doesn't mean we have to do something with them right away. Again, there's
Right.
no problem going down to the G. They're not Long Island guys. They are Brooklyn Nets guys. They can get called up one day. They can get called up in an hour. They can go down there to practice. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
can do all that. The thing is understanding. The understanding is we have rookies we need to development. Everybody has their own idea of how they need to develop. And when I point out things like him, especially for Drake, you know what I'm saying, or Trey Yor, people's like, oh no, we need to play him right now. And this dude gets hurt. This is the third injury he had, and it's only been 5 games. He couldn't even make it through preseason
It was
till now. Five
non-contact,
games,
which is
he's
the
hurt again.
worst.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah. That's it.
non-contact injury, which is the worst. But even in the G League, injuries are susceptible. It's just unfortunate that we always seem to find the guys that get injured. We never really get the guys that have good health track records. And it's unfortunate that Yeager already has dealt with injury. Now it's Drake. Wolf still has that ankle injury, which I think he's healed from, but who knows at this point. And then Nolan is just a strength thing. You don't want that guy to get flattened by somebody and he gets hurt. And then we have a Seraph who he is 6'6", but he doesn't have the physical capabilities. Like, this is the thing with drafting these five guys. They all have those physical limitations right now. That's going to take time, and I get that. But it's almost like you have to sacrifice this first year, take away those opportunities from them to stay with the vets we have right now whose values aren't getting better. That's why trying to mix it up with some of these young guys could maybe help the vets boost their values up. Everybody's talking about the vets boosting the young guys' confidence up. Maybe these young guys can help boost up the vets' value because these vets aren't really playing well with each other whatsoever. They're just going through the motions on that court.
I think
You shoot, I shoot, you miss, I miss. Like, that's nothing.
I think
That really is
Ice
nothing.
pointed out a good reason why, and I think like there's no rhythm right now, and you got to remember Michael Porter Jr. didn't play with us last year, and the team is different. You got you got Man, Porter. Who else is new?
Yeah,
You
but
got a
we're
couple
lacking
of people. You got
physicality,
you got 4 rookies.
athleticism.
I mean, it's
We have a
different.
lot of similar players. That's the thing. If you look at the similarities, they're overwhelming. Like, you don't have top-notch defenders, don't have top athletic players, don't have top rebounders, stuff like that. De'Aaron's probably one of the best rebounders, but you're definitely lacking physicality. Like, it has to be effort. And I even heard Nolan Eagle talk about, Jordy wants character and energy. Like, that's what you get at a pep rally. Not from players. Like, players got to do a bit more than that. And Jordy just wants to keep throwing them out there because he thinks the result will be different. But
Well,
you also
he
have to
ain't got no
remember, you got to
choice
mix
but
it
to
up a
play what
little.
you got. You only
Yeah, I
got
understand.
got
I understand
yeah
that, Scott. That's why I hope December
yeah.
15
This
gets
is the
around here
roster.
soon.
This is it.
Because December 15, you have to move some of these guys, and that will force Jordy to move things around because this isn't working. Clearly, it's not.
And it's going to keep not working when you start moving things around. You do
Unfortunately,
know
it has
that.
to happen because these guys,
Yeah.
most of these guys aren't going to be here. That's the
So
thing.
like Galo was saying, it's really not Jordy's fault.
Oh,
But
part of it is. Part of it is.
I mean, you have no choice.
Yeah, but you had a choice to play some of these rookies, and I get the thing with
I
Powell
don't
with the
think
health
that would
thing,
have
but
changed
Nolan and these
winning
other
or
guys, you
losing
can't
that
throw them
locker
out
room,
there a bit.
though. You still going to lose the locker room.
Nah, the thing is, he already threw him out there.
Yeah, they're
That's what I'm
not going to
saying.
get
They
no.
already been out.
I'm talking about Nolan. I'm talking about Nolan and Seraph. They could have played tonight a little bit.
Uh,
They'd have to play 20
uh,
Nah,
minutes. Yeah,
you seen
uh,
them. You seen
uh.
yeah.
them. What are they doing that's so spectacular that you need to see them like every?
It's
That's what I'm
getting
saying. People
opportunities.
don't
But when we
understand.
see
You
Tyrese
see,
Martin, though, Ice, and he's doing nothing spectacular. 0 points tonight. That's my example right there if I'm one of these rookies. I saw a guy give me 0 points and 2 rebounds and 2 assists. That's not a lot to go off of.
uh, that, that's fine. Tyrese is not a point
Not
guard.
fine.
Again, he's not a point guard, right?
Then
That's
why is
just the
Even
Jordy
though he
giving him
only
that
example.
had one
position?
turnover, he
Then why
only
does
had
Jordy
one
give him that
turnover.
position if that's not his forte? Like, why put a guy in a position where he's not going to succeed
Oh
and
yeah,
be a good
true.
example? Like, that to me is confusing
Because
from what I'm seeing,
again, you
Ice.
see. this is where it gets confusing. You say positionless basketball, then you ask why Tyrese is at point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? It's positionless basketball. Jordy gonna put him wherever. If he feels comfortable with Tyrese bringing the ball up, and that's what he does. That's what he does. That's his job. That's it. You know what I'm
But
saying?
positionless
Like again,
basketball can't work with
development. The word
pieces that
develop.
don't
Hold
work.
on, hold on, hold on. Nah, development is watching and see what's going on. When you see Tyrese at point guard, he tried it last year and he tried it again this year. That's in
Yeah,
Tyrese. Tyrese wasn't no point guard. Tyrese doesn't bring the ball up. Again, I keep saying the word development. When people don't notice what development is, that's the problem. When you see him running point guard, like he only did this, it's in his development to do something different other than shooting threes. Now the other guys is the same way. You see them come in the game, bringing the ball up and struggle and say they could have played today. Why? Tyrese didn't struggle bringing the ball up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't struggle
yeah.
to
He
bring the
did
ball up.
bring the
He
ball
Again,
up.
they're
struggled. He
watching
struggled
him
though
to
tonight.
get
Tyrese
him
definitely
something to
struggled tonight.
do.
Though that's evident. He's definitely struggled.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
nah, but he don't
consistent.
struggle to get the ball past half court. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
so he
Like
dribbled it up the
again,
court. So I'll give him a small developmental victory. I get what you're saying, Ice. It's just a lot of people want to see these rookies mixed with the vets where everybody is trying to benefit. Nobody's benefiting right now because nobody is in lockstep. And positionless basketball makes sense. You have guys that can play the positions interchangeably. We have none of the guys that can do that on this team. That's why it's a crock that they want to do this now. You should only do positionless basketball when you have the pieces to do so. Just to throw out anybody, like
no,
anybody
no,
can do
no,
that. Anybody could do that, but it's
no.
not going to work in this case.
Anybody can't do. No, anybody can't do it because you got rookies that are point guards and they can't bring the ball up like that. They struggle. So anybody can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
But
They, like
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
it's a visual
That's
watch. They
fair.
tried it, and now they seen Terrence Mann do it. They seen Tyrese Martin do it. They seen Cam do it. You know what I mean? They are watching and they are and they're playing at the same time. Today they didn't play. Not a big deal. Not a big deal they didn't play because the next game they probably will play. You know what I'm saying? And try to emulate
we'll
or do what
see.
Tyrese did. All right, you know
We'll
what I mean?
see. I mean, Jordy's
That's all.
very,
That's all.
very trusting of these vets. But my thing is this: this is why drafting three point guards didn't make sense. If you
Right.
drafted a wing, a center, one or two guards, you can find minutes for those guys. But when you have three guards behind each other, all playing for the same minutes or be playing one of the same positions, a guy's going to have to get benched out, xed out, and clearly it's already happened with Nolan being xed out, and then Seraph now being xed out for Martin, who's in a position he's not used to. It's like this was the problem with drafting 3 point guards. You didn't have to do it. But this organization wanted playmaking so badly. Well, guess what? Now you have guys missing minutes because of the decision making. Like, was that the best decision we could have made? Ice. If you were drafting for this team, I know you would have made way better decisions with guys like Nick Clifford, Rasheer Fleming, guys that could have fit in different scenarios for us playing positionless basketball. But we didn't want to do that. This was a huge problem that now is showing its ugly head to us because these guys can't play because they all
Yeah.
want to play at the same position.
Oh well,
That's a huge
Yeah.
problem.
Nah.
That's a problem.
I just think that the team is trying to get a rhythm, and right now it's a little difficult, but I'm quite
We in a
sure
storm right
once they
now.
get a win, they're gonna feel better. So, win is a good time. Win is tomorrow is a good time, but
Man,
when you look at Michael Porter Jr., his shooting was off today. That's all.
one
He
for
shot
12.
really bad.
Yikes.
I mean, it happens. Nick
Yep.
Claxton played decent. Terrence Mann did a lot of hustling out there. Therese Martin, he didn't shoot too many times, but he didn't do too bad as far as like I said, he brought the ball up. So
Man.
I mean, turnovers is a killer, man, for a point guard.
And then Cam Thomas, man. I know people are going to look at the
Cam
29 points, but
didn't
that was
really.
we were behind. He did those points.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't like
Well, I
competitive
mean,
points.
he did have 8 points in the first quarter. He shot well early, but
Yeah,
then
but for
after
one
that,
assist, it's the lack of playmaking. Like, at the end of the day, it has to be
well,
consistent.
you can't do it everything. You can't do everything.
Yeah, but that just makes his value worse,
I
unfortunately. And a
mean,
lot
it's
of
just
people
one
talk
game.
about it
It's just
tonight.
one game. It's just one game. He's be all
So,
right. It'll be all right.
yeah,
I
we'll
just
see.
think
We'll see.
it just was a bad game. That's all. Sometimes you have bad
Yeah,
games.
yeah,
Sometimes you have
yeah.
bad games. And
Um,
right now they in a rut, and I know the players are feeling like rejected a little bit, because their defense
It's
is what
just
really was the problem. If you notice, the Nets are scoring over 100 points every game. So, I mean, they're not really
yes.
playing that bad
that's
as
only because
far
you have Cam and PJ.
as scoring is
You,
going. It's more of a
you,
defensive thing.
yeah, but if you take Cam and MPJ off this team, they're barely scoring 50. That's that's the scary truth. But the thing is, like MPJ and Cam, they're not even building chemistry with each other. Like it's just you shoot, I shoot, you shoot, I
Yeah,
shoot. Like,
JP.
and then today, this was the worst part of why those guys need to talk better to each other because you're gonna get bad stat lines like that: 9 for 19, 10 for 27. Like that's just not good. That's not good at all. Like they both know it, and they're probably going to talk to each other a little bit, but they definitely have to be the example. If I talk about examples, NMPG definitely have to try to set some type of offensive system. Even if they both don't like it, because they both want to score, they have to figure out how to sacrifice for each other a little bit here.
Yeah,
Because if
but
they don't,
it's
a lot of
really
people are going to look
difficult
at
in
them
this league,
as
and
problems.
especially in the NBA, to not have a seasoned point guard. You're not going to win a lot of games, and JP saying, Mark set that up, so he made it
Yep,
happen.
Sean Marks.
He
Here
made
we
it
go.
happen, but that's part of the game plan. That could be part of the game plan. He's looking at the draft. It's something
Maybe.
he wants, something he needs out of that draft.
Then he better hit a grand slam like no other
Oh
because we need
well,
a
yeah.
franchise guy. We need
Win
a
or lose,
franchise
these
guy like we
rookies
need
are developing,
oxygen
even if
in
you don't
Brooklyn.
see it. Yeah, that's true, JP.
Yeah,
Well,
nah, but
Ice said that. Ice explained it just perfectly. That sometimes you have to sit down and let them see it. So
Nah, we gotta see a mix. Jordy has to switch up something
yeah.
here. But I gotta go, guys. It was good talking with you, Ice. Told you, Scott. If you guys are
all
on B
right,
show, if you
all
guys go
right,
later, I'll
John.
try to talk with you. But be well, guys. Good
All
talk.
right,
All right,
John. Be good.
all right.
Yeah, yeah, you said it right, Ice. Yeah, because if the Nets won't, JP was saying if the Nets won't tank, these rookies won't be in the G League. Let's be real. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
If they wasn't tanking, they
exactly.
would. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no,
yep,
I think they still gonna go down there for a little bit. Like I
yeah.
said, I
I
still
mean,
think,
because we have so many. We got five of them.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
teams
You're
not
not
playing
gonna just
well.
sit five rookies on your bench.
I don't think they understand what Jordy's he's going through. He's trying to build chemistry with guys. He's
Right,
trying to get the rookies together. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to win games and not tank, but tank at the same time. You
right,
know what I
right.
mean?
Well, he's just trying to be competitive without
Right,
putting. He want to see improvements with people,
right,
and he's trying to put
right.
them in a competitive environment and build
Yes,
culture in the team. Of course, yeah, you
right.
want to bring that unity together. It's not easy to do both of them at the same time because
Definitely
you're
not.
trying to, and I hate to use that word tank. Everybody
Yes,
says that, but I don't use tank. You just
right.
want to make sure that development, like you said. So you got five
Exactly.
rookies. Some of them going to spend some time in the G League and come back up. You know, which is okay. You know, but when you look at it, the game today against Philly was crazy because actually Philly didn't even, to me, didn't really play that great. I mean, one of their players had a great game though. Let me see. Now Kelly Oubre had a good game. He usually don't score 29 points, but he had a good game. Therese
Yeah,
Maxey had
yeah.
a mid game, and VJ Ekholm was looking for bodies all day. He was looking to body the whole team. He's
Yeah,
an exciting player, but I've seen him make mistakes as well. You know,
yeah.
yeah. I
Athlete,
mean, he
athlete.
got he got his pocket picked a couple of times.
Right.
So I mean, it happens.
So, yeah, man.
MPJ down under bunker. MPJ playing really good. Yes, he missed some shots, but he still went for. Yeah, he did. He did. Well, I think when he wasn't shooting well, He wanted to contribute, of course. So he started rebounding. He had
Oh yeah,
17
he
rebounds.
rebounds pretty well, bro. He
Yeah,
rebounds
he
pretty
had,
well.
and surprisingly, 17 rebounds. He was getting busy, and he had 14 defensive rebounds. Yeah, he hit the boards.
Yeah.
So when you know you're not shooting well, and I think he knew he wasn't like his shot wasn't going. He started going into the paint. So
Yeah.
yeah, so Cam couldn't really get off in the second half. Like you was saying, there was no rhythm on the team. Once that
No.
second unit came in there with Igor and um I think it was Igor Zaire Williams came off the bench and Drake Powell. The team kind of lost a little steam. I mean, there was still. I think they actually was playing a little decent defense, but it started getting away from them.
Right. It did get
Like
away from
JP
him.
saying, losing can destroy these players' confidence. Yeah, it does. Sometimes you don't want to see so a win will help these players' morale. Yeah, yeah. You don't want to lose every game. That's for sure. You definitely
Yeah, I
don't
know
want
they
to.
don't.
Hell no.
Frustrating.
Yeah, it's frustrating
Frustrating,
for the
man.
players and for for the true fans
Yeah.
because we know that what we doing this year. We kind of know where we going and what's the
Yeah.
purpose, but you don't want to, you don't want to go out there and give it to anybody. You got to earn it.
No, you don't.
You got to earn that
You don't.
victory.
Exactly. You want to get a win. You want to feel
Yeah, you want
good.
to
You
get
know
a
what
win
I'm
or two, just so the players know how that feels, and also the vets. The vets have the
saying?
same
Right.
feeling, man.
Out there
Every
running,
season is
running,
it's a new season to them. They want to try
right,
to go out
running for
there.
all these minutes, doing all this cardio, can't score, can't win, and you playing your heart out. That's tough.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Mad cardio, yeah. Take it. It ain't easy just coming into the NBA and playing. I don't know where people think that just like pick up basketball. You know what kind of shape you got to be in just to run up and
Yeah.
down that court?
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta be in hella shape. You gotta put in hella work. You know what I'm
You
saying?
putting in work on it all season.
Yeah. Fans just gotta understand when they say development, they gotta look at the whole team. The
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
team. Um, not just rookies. Oh, we focus on rookie development. Nah, he's focused on players that gotta leave development. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah,
gotta move out of here. I want you to be better for another team. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Joey talked about helping. I think MPJ. No, Joey on the article.
Yeah,
Or he talking about how he helped MPJ when he was in Denver
yeah,
become
yeah. He
more
did say that.
of an efficient shooter. Like
Right.
I don't think, I really don't think fans understand. He is like I don't want to say he's a player's coach, but he can help you get better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I'm quite sure. It looked like to me, even the players that he pulled up from the G League last year, everybody benefited from his coaching.
Yes,
That's what
yes,
I
they
saw.
do, and that's what I was saying.
But
G League players playing good.
yeah, Down Under was saying Powell was looking nice. He was looking nice though. But once again injured, but not be our new Whitehead. I hope not. I hope he don't be out a Whitehead, man. Even though I still, it's sad what happened to Whitehead. His injury was much more severe, though. You got to remember he was out for a season almost, right? The whole season, I believe. Yeah, his injury really messed him up. And he
Yeah,
never was the same.
yeah, he couldn't get back to it. You know what I'm
Yeah, because he
saying?
was explosive in college.
Yes, he was. He was pretty good. He better not. Oh, you talking about Drake? Better not be. I think Drake need to put some. He probably need to get some ankle braces, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah, I don't
saying?
know. Shit. Some people, yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
probably need to get some. Powell's not afraid to attack the ball and get his own. Nah, but it looked like I don't even know. Like he was probably still hurt and trying to go back out there and just see if he could do something. And
Right.
every time after his first play, he's hurt, bro. That ankle might not have been healed yet.
Yeah, JP, he's not afraid to attack. Down under, I'm not a Claxton hater, but he played good with the ball in hand. Got some blocks, but I need more rebounds from him. Yeah. Yeah, I thought he missed a couple, especially on the defensive end. They had a couple of putbacks that I thought he could have got, but you know. Well, MPJ got
Yeah.
17 rebounds, which was, you know, I
He had
guess.
17 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, he got 17 rebounds. He has 14 defensive rebounds.
I didn't know he had that many rebounds
Me
tonight.
neither.
That's
I
crazy.
looking at the stats. I'm like, oh shit, this guy got 17 rebounds. He was getting
Last shooting night
busy.
and rebound tonight.
He was getting busy. I didn't realize that, man. I really didn't. Cause I knew he wasn't shooting well, and I was saying to myself, he's really having an off game. His balls were really off, and I was saying it seemed like Cam wasn't getting going. He couldn't just get going.
Yeah, that's the second game. I'll be thinking, like I said, I think it's a point guard I think it's a point guard problem.
It is. I peeped the whole thing, and they play with shooters like that. Need a point guard to set them up. It ain't just a pick and roll, high pick and roll. And apparently, like Dayron and Clax, their pick and roll is not that great so far. It seemed like it's not clicking a little bit. You know, I mean, Claxton is rolling hard to the rim. But if you only a one trick pony, then you know teams can fight over that pick. They're gonna keep you from getting your shot. You know, so it's just difficult when you don't have a point guard that you could swing to, who will also swing the ball to the other side, to the weak side,
Right, right,
because you need somebody to be able to swing that ball around. And Cam is not a great passer, and I'm a Cam fan, but I'll tell you, he's not a great passer. I'm not saying he can't do it, and he's shown us that he can at times, but there's been times he don't see the whole floor.
yeah. Sometimes he don't.
Right, which is understandable. You can take vision away from players, and I think when people play Cam, taking that vision away from him is important because they are playing off on him. You know, they are trying to keep him out of the paint.
Yep.
Because once he gets in the paint, he's a problem. I put money on MPJ. I'm down under MPJ to get most improved player. If he keeps lighting up the stats, he'll get a chance. Yeah, yeah. He started off on fire, but today he was off.
Definitely. Letting go
Yeah,
of Kobe Buffkin didn't help Jordy. I thought they should have kept him, bro.
me too. I was disappointed with that move, but I guess they must really believe in their rookies, man. Well, they're gonna get playing time, and like it's early. It's really early, but like I said, we need a win for that locker room.
Right.
Yeah, Kobe Buffkin. They should have kept him. Yeah, they should have kept him. Clax doesn't fit the team right now. Nothing against him. Yeah, I mean, what else we got? We ain't got nothing else to get. If we can get something else, then I mean, sure. But I mean, getting that big man is hard to find, boy.
It is. Getting the
And
big
a
is
lot of people think you just get anybody and it's okay. It's not.
no, we missed out on Ryan Cockbrunner, that's for sure.
And we was talking about it before he came out that he was one of the
Right,
guys on the target list.
right. Right, definitely. Definitely one of them guys on the target list, bro.
Yeah, I think Kobe Buffkin would have probably. I don't know. He surprised us and be another Schroeder. We
Exactly. But
fuck
another,
around and we get 30 wins.
yeah, get a score, play point guard, get by some people. You know what I'm saying?
I
He can
think
help them.
I think Jordy's system works really good with a good point guard. That's what he needs somebody to distribute that ball. And if they can, he'll get, we have shooters. When they on, we can put up numbers.
Yep.
Yeah, Ja. mm, the thing is with the Nets is like Ja is a possible, but the Nets are not one of those teams that like people that bring trouble.
Exactly.
Now, if it was my team, I would, but I mean, I would talk to him kind of rough, I'll tell him, you can't come here with that bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't know if Sean is that type of person. He want to sit there and talk nice to people, and you can't talk nice to. You got to tell them, yo, listen, we ain't taking that shit.
Exactly. He's not a Nets guy. He's not a Nets he's not a Nets player, man. He
Nah,
don't
he's
have
not
no,
going to fit the way
no
they pamper you, like, and they
right.
take your word for it. Meanwhile, Job be trying to take advantage of them. So it ain't gonna
Exactly.
work. It ain't gonna work.
Nah,
Could
definitely.
maybe send man Clowney. It would be nice though, because I tell you one thing: if you can get Ja to listen to you, you got a dynamite player. Don't get me wrong. I would take a chance. I mean, you know. Yeah, the good vibe Nets, JP. The good vibe Nets. Sometimes you got to be the bad boy, though. You need a bad boy on your team. I agree. If it was my team, I'll take him, give him the keys, but be professional, right? Yeah, homeboy needs that. What you call him? JP says. Yeah, he would sell tickets. I think Joe Tsai would love that. To me, it seemed like that's what the team is worried about, tickets. I mean, I understand that these guys are, the guys on our team are professional, the rookies that we got. They're not bad players. They're not, but to me, they just not, you need one of those. You need a guy with, in the NBA, you got to have one of those dudes with that kind of attitude. I thought, you know, I think Igor has that attitude, but you got to show it too. I saw his practice on X where he was dribbling, which is cool, but you
Right.
got to do it moving too. You can't just dribble in the spot. Okay, yeah, you got dribble down. Handling the ball is a gift. You got to know that you nice. You got to know it. You got to know you nice. And way the referees are calling the game now, you getting hit. The game is physical. And it was just 3-4 years ago, it wasn't that physical. Yeah, you could play them together. I tell you, Slot Thomas. You could play them together though. I thought Thomas and Igor played well.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, he's not ready. He's not fully ready. No, he has the skill. I think like I said, you got to have that mentality. If you got that mentality, you can put it together, man.
Yes, yeah, you do. Yegor, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
I
Igor.
said, y'all gotta be patient. He hasn't
Yeah,
shown
yeah, he
everything.
need time. But
Yeah,
I
he hasn't
see the
showed
skill in
everything.
him. and he talks the talk. We're gonna find out if he can walk the walk. Because a lot of
Yeah,
people can talk it and then don't walk it.
right.
But we'll
Yeah,
see. We'll see.
yeah, his shooting is solid.
Yeah,
Three
he
point.
did surprise me with that. He hit those threes. It really looked good. The ball coming
Yep,
out his hand looked nice.
yep, it does.
So he could be a real problem in a year or two.
Yep,
I would take the chance. I think he was worth the eighth pick because at that point, I mean, you wasn't getting what you wanted, and you really need a guard. Now you could have picked up an experienced guard in the league, like a young man's, somebody that's been around, and that's good for the playoffs because they know what pressure is. So and you still might need to do that anyway. Yeah, like I said, yeah, that dribbling, like being able to dribble. They showed they. I seen him dribble two balls, and we seen people who are elite dribblers. They, come on, we seen it. It almost looked effortless. Like there's no effort in they training. It's like when they play the game, the ball is on a string. When I see Igor playing or Yegor practicing his dribble, it's more like a system. It doesn't look effortless. And then you're not doing it against anybody. You got to do
right,
it against people. You need to be under pressure. You need to be, it has to be fluid. But like I said, that's something that you either you got it or you don't. I mean, you could be a good dribbler though. Yeah, that NBA down under NBA speed is ain't no joke.
it ain't.
No, that NBA speed is no joke, right? Right, Ice?
Yeah, big adjustment for young players, and the speed is way quicker than what people think it is.
Word up. I mean, yo, it's like I remember when I went, and I'm gonna compare this kind of to. I went to a horse track, the racetrack, and I
Yeah,
used to watch it on TV. And when I first went to one, and I sat there like kind of close to the rails, yo, I didn't know them horses were flying like that.
right,
I thought they was fucking race cars, man. Word up. They were gone. And then when they finished the race, they was breathing so hard because they've been running so hard. Yo, these guys are running, man. When they run, they be running.
right.
It ain't no slow game.
No, it's not a slow game. NBA is real fast, real quick, high paced. Keep up with me if you can. You know what I'm
And
saying?
now it became physical. The
Yeah,
referees are letting it be physical. So your point guard got to be dynamite.
yep, facts.
Your point guard got to be dynamite. Whoever's bringing your ball up, and especially when the playoffs come, he got to be nice. Oh, you ain't going
Yeah,
nowhere. You
yeah,
ain't
he do.
going nowhere.
Yep,
Yeah, I mean, we talked about Jaeger, being picked up in the middle rounds, but the way things went in the draft, I mean, that wasn't a bad pick. I thought to me, it wasn't picking up Jaeger was bad. They should have picked up a wing. That's what I thought. And
right.
they could have went for another guard, of course, because you never know. But they needed a wing. And if you want to get getting Danny Wolf wasn't bad.
No, picking up Danny wasn't bad. That
No,
people
that wasn't
fans
a bad pickup.
Nah, you just gotta wait. You just gotta wait on the move. You
Yeah,
just
I
got.
think when we see him, we're gonna be satisfied. He's gonna be helpful. I know he's sitting there watching the game. He's saying, "Damn, these dudes ain't no joke."
Right.
Word. I didn't see this in college, but that's part of his development.
He said, oh. Yeah, JP, I'm trying to explain. I be trying to explain that about Reese. You know what I mean? They gotta watch and see what Reese do, and he not even a real point guard like that either. So you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
They gotta watch and see.
Down under, you worked at a racetrack? Oh, okay. My cousin have horses in North Carolina.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. My uncle got horses too, bro.
yeah.
He own. Yeah, he like horses. He do a little bit of horse racing.
Yo, when I stand up next to them horses, I don't like the feeling. They look intimidating. She has this she has this fucking horse that's black. I mean, this motherfucker block the
Yo,
sun when I stand next to him. I'm
right,
like, oh shit,
you're right.
you a
Yeah,
fucking beast.
yeah. On small sample size for Powell, Powell is being injured right now. It's looking like he's injured prone, can't get healthy. Might have to sit him down for a while till he gets back to where he needs to get back to health wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's best to let him get healthy. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. The last injury was his ankle too, right? Yeah,
Yup.
yeah.
Yup.
He might
Same
need a
ankle.
brace for now.
That's what I said. He might need both two ankle braces. You know what I mean? Two ankle braces.
I hope he ain't wearing no bullshit sneakers. He need to get him some Curries. Curries is good for ankles because Curry had an ankle problem.
Right.
Yeah, so when I look at the stats, man, it's not bad. I mean, now that I look at it, everybody was in double digits except Therese. Therese was doing something totally different than he regularly do
Yeah.
today. So of course I didn't think he was going to score that much, but he
Yeah.
didn't turn the ball over a lot. So
Right.
considering
Right.
you know
His role was a
right
little
the
different.
amount of time he been on the floor, you got to
Right.
look at it that way. He was on there almost 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I mean,
He need to score a little bit more though.
right,
Therese is
right.
talented. He needs to score a little bit more.
But he didn't turn the ball over that much, and he brung the
Right.
ball up most of the time. Jalen Wilson, he scored 14. Zaire Williams had an average game. He got 5 rebounds. Dayron Sharp didn't play that much, 10 minutes. That was it. And Noah Clowney only played 15 minutes. No, like I said, Noah Clowney looked kind of lost. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either, man. I don't know. Can't really speak to why he's looking lost like that. I gotta go back
Well, I
and
think you said it kind of right. I think the pulse of the team is not there
oh,
yet.
okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's just not, that's what I'm seeing. The team is not really vibing right now. And that's why the defense is so weak. The rotation is not moving good. Somebody is not speaking up. Somebody is not, you know, Claxton needs to speak up because he's like the guy that's been here, and he's our anchor in that paint. So he needs to really, and of course, Michael Porter Jr. is kind of like this new dude, and it's hard to talk to somebody of his caliber when he walks in with a bling bling.
Right.
He got a ring on his finger. What you gonna tell him? what possibly can you tell him? He got an NBA
Nothing.
championship.
Right. He's a champ. He done it
Yeah,
before.
yeah, he's been on championship runs.
Right.
So how you know? So that locker room needs like a leader in that locker room right now. That the players kind of, I think that's what it is because it seemed like Jordy is a little frustrated right now.
Yeah. Nah, it is a little frustrating.
Yeah, he sounded like it in the press conference. That's what I got out of it. Oh, and when Breezy show come on, they're gonna be mad hate. You
Of
know
course.
they're gonna be hating on Clax. If Breezy come
Yeah.
on tonight, there's it's gonna. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna watch it go down. It's gonna go down too.
Right.
Yo,
It
it's
is going to go down.
definitely Jamal is definitely going down. It's going down. I hate to say that about Clax, but you know,
Yeah.
and he played a good game. He really didn't play a bad game.
No, he didn't. He's been playing better of late.
Yeah, it wasn't like oh okay, it was Clax's fault they got busy. No, they had wide open threes. The rotation was not there. Defensively, we are playing terrible. We are putting up 100. I think our average. Let me see what our average is. I believe our average is like around 110, which is not great, but it's not bad neither. If you keep people under 110, you win some games.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but you defensively, we've been getting blown. People are putting up 135 points.
Right.
You're not going to win a lot of games that way. So it's
No.
not our offense; it's our defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, JP Clowney needs a good point guard. Most of the players of this need is good. Yeah, he Clowney do need a good point. The whole team needs one. Yo, I'm gonna tell you what happened last year when at the beginning of last season, everybody was saying we was gonna be like subpar, which it ended up being anyway. But the point was, I said that Schroeder was the key to this team at the beginning of last season. And we saw what Jordy did with a veteran point guard who doesn't turn the ball over that much and get the offense in a set position where it needs to function and score when necessary. And he was doing that early, and we were winning. And if we even lost, it was close games against decent teams. Yeah. They think it's easy, Jamal, to just get a center or somebody to play in the center in the NBA. Yeah, JP, they were better vets. Yeah, because we had Johnson and we had Schroeder. We had better vets. We did. It was fitting. It was working. And Schroeder's a great leader. A lot of people don't know he wanted to be here. There's a difference when you want to be somewhere. It makes a big difference. And he's seen a lot. He's been around the league, so he's seen a lot. And that year, he shot well for his Olympic team, for the German team. He shot really well. He played really good ball. So I knew once the season started, he was ready. And Cam enjoyed his company. He benefited from that until he got hurt. So, yeah. I think that's it. I'm going to. I think Breezy coming on, so I might go on to Breezy's show in a few.
All right. All right.
Um, are you doing a show?
No, I'm not gonna do a show today. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do another one. Probably
Okay.
pull up on Breezy's joint too. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm still
Well,
live on TikTok right now. You know what I'm saying? I
I
got
know
a
you've
couple.
been rocking for a minute because I was
Yeah,
there with you for about an hour and a half.
yeah. I've been on here for about. Let me check right
You
now.
started before the game.
Yeah, I was on here for like 7 hours so
I know
far.
that's what I'm saying. You've been on for a minute. The guys
Yeah,
that just take over your show, don't they?
yeah, yeah. They just be
That's
chatting.
cool though. Yeah. Oh, Ice, where your show at? Tell just holler it out.
All right, y'all can find me at the Tip Off from Brooklyn Nets podcast on YouTube, and you can find me on TikTok where my live is still live right now. You heard?
Yeah, TikTok. Yeah, people go to his TikTok. I always go there. I enjoy it listening to the guys too. Imagine if Jamal. Imagine if we had Dennis this year, and you can imagine how much better we would be, especially if MPJ added. Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I think having a point guard, we would be putting up bad points. I think that would get Cam going too. Yeah, JP, good show. Ice doing overtime. Yeah, Ice been getting busy over on TikTok, man. I'm trying to get on TikTok and I can't. I can't get like Ice. Ice got it going on TikTok.
I'll be trying, bro. I'll be trying.
He be putting in that time.
Yeah.
But the show be good too, because the guys that be on there, have good conversation.
Yeah, they be talking hoops. They be
Yeah,
talking
they
hoops.
talk hoops. So, all right, man. All right, Ice. I'm gonna end the show. Yo,
All right.
guys, thanks for showing up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love y'all guys. Stay over water because we kind of suffering in this world. All right, later. Peace, everybody.